All right, hello and welcome to the video. My name is Wade Daniel Smith, and in this video, I'm going to be introducing people to an Escrima stick and how to disarm and defeat someone who has an Escrima stick when you have no weapon at all except your bare hands. And so this is an Escrima stick. This one is about, I'd say, 28 inches long or so, maybe 30. And when you fight with an Escrima stick, an expert Escrima stick fighter does not do a lot of large lariat strikes, although we know what those are and we practice them a little bit. But you don't really use that very often in real Escrima stick fighting because you're not going to expose your rib cage and your body to a strike to the body. And every once in a while, you might have to high block a strike from them, but you're going to do this block most of the time anyway. All right. But you're going to fight in mostly like a fencing stance. And most of the motion is going to be in your elbow and wrist because you're going to let the stick do the work. You don't need to throw your whole body and shoulder into a stick fighting attack because if you hit them with this stick, it's going to cut them. It's not just going to blunt trauma them. It's going to slash them at the end of the stick. We have slashing stick fighting. We have blunt trauma stick fighting. And we have thrusting stick fighting. Okay. So if I hit you with this stick, it's going to break bones. It's going to cut your skin. You're going to bleed even with this stick. And I tried telling this guy that I met a couple of years ago, that I could disarm a second-degree black belt who had an Escrima stick, and I had no weapon. It's like, I don't know about that. If you give me a stick, I'll mess somebody up. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't mess me up because of what I'm about to tell you. I can beat a really good Escrima stick fighter even with no weapon. All right, so when they swing, all right, you want to step in and intercept. First of all, some people say Escrima stick fighters fight like this. This is dumbass. This is way too easy to disarm. If I get hold of your stick here and here, I'm taking it away from you. I'm going to thrust kick you and rip it out of your hand at the same time. And that's way too easy for me to disarm you. But for some reason, some Escrima stick fighters think that this is somehow beneficial. You're losing 4 inches off the length of your weapon. What the hell are you doing? That doesn't help you at all. Hold it like that. First of all, that's the first thing Grandmaster Advincula taught us, is hold it like that, not like that. This weighs 4 inches of the weapon's length and makes it twice as easy to disarm. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to step in and try to catch the person's wrist with one of your arms and catch the base of the stick down here with the other arm. Try to avoid getting hit by the end of the stick right there. You're going to step in and catch their wrist and the base of the stick, and you're still going to rip away with your arm and thrust kick them in the abdomen to have a ratcheting action and rip the stick out of their grip. And that's the general technique that I learned to master. And then, of course, you can do the backswing. If they're back swinging, you're going to step in and grab the wrist here and here and do the same deal.